on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Township Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn. Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. With the Coach House Garages pregame show, the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase starts now.
Welcome to Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. As tonight we begin our long 3-4 month basketball schedule as the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals open up against the ZRC Lady Tornadoes. A very pleasant Monday evening wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM or mywithersradio.com. I'm Danny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play tonight. Joining me alongside in just a moment is voice of Mount Vernon Athletics here on WMIX, Mr. Chris Hugo. This is the pregame show brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Back on the road, back in basketball form. All the media here that are present. Danny, Chris, and the Pauls in the house tonight. And Chris, here we are again as we move along. And it's time to go, says one of our media leads.
Well, it's hard to believe the start of high school basketball in terms of gameplay. It's finally here. Some tournaments going on around the area. A non-conference matchup tonight between the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the ZRC Lady Tornadoes as the Midland Trail meets the Black Diamond. Should be a good one here tonight. We saw ZRC last year in December on their home court as they hosted the Zeigler-Royalton Lady Devils. Of course, a team coached by Jeremy May. They come in, obviously nothing and nothing their mark as both teams starting their seasons here tonight. But should be a good one. We saw an intriguing JV preliminary matchup to start this one off and hoping for a good night of basketball.
Good night of basketball it is. JV game was very close. The opening night here of what is going to be a very busy schedule for us over the next 3 to 4 months, we hope, into the middle of March as girls basketball starts this week. Boys basketball will kick off next week. You can follow that schedule in a couple of different ways, maybe 3 ways here in the upcoming weeks. For sure right now on Facebook.com/WMIX. Would like for you to go there. We put all kinds of information up and pictures and whatnot, and like us while you're there. Or follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Lots of information that way as well. Both teams warming up on the floor. We need to step out for a first break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Lady Tornadoes and Lady Cardinals a little bit more. You're listening to the showcase here on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Woodlawn High School Sides Gymnasium. Danny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, we'll build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available. Then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. And before we get into these two teams a little bit, first off, this begins for you and I a trek and travail of crossing the highways and byways across southern Illinois and hopefully beyond by the end of this season over the next 3 or 4 months that you and I are going to be in a very big schedule you and I have planned, and a lot of games to be added as we go along as well.
Well, there'll be plenty to be added, of course. And you know what? It's going to be a great night, a great season, and I stopped counting how many games we were going to be doing by the time I hit 50 before the new year. There's quite a few.
Kind of what I looked at is you and I have a possibility by the time the 2013 calendar gets into effect to have almost 50 games or more, depending on that. And, of course, winter weather is possible. But to the game in front of us, the ZRC Tornadoes, the Lady Tornadoes, having seen them a few years before as a showcase now tonight, Chris, this seems like a team who has had a lot of potential. I remember 2 Februaries ago, they upset a Benton Rangerettes team that was the number 1 seed in the regional, got to the final loss. Last year, ZRC got upset themselves. Kind of a team that has a lot of talent coming out of the Christopher and ZR elementary school systems, their junior high programs, yet seem to just get so close, but yet can't advance so far in the postseason.
Well, because of that co-op, as you know, they are Class 2A, and predominantly, yes, in the Black Diamond Conference play a 2A schedule, but kind of have that 1A build, and so it becomes somewhat tough by the time they roll around to the postseason. Did get that upset over the Benton Rangerettes last year in the regional action, but you know, you kind of flip the coin a little bit. You take a team like the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, Denny. The last game we did for them last year, we saw like a 2-man advantage at one point against Christ Our Rock Lutheran. 5-on-3 at one point, a team that really showed some grit. Have some more numbers this year with a new coach, and it'll be interesting to see not only how ZRC's season plays out in the early going, but the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals as well.
Well, I look at Woodlawn last year. You and I, the last game we saw, everything a little bit of new around this program this year. Their new head coach. There's some new players going on. As you mentioned, back in February when we did that regional final, they were playing 3 players at one point. Cassandra Lukey, who starts tonight, had a broken nose in that game, went out, came back in, so they would have 4 players. A tough situation. And again, you throw that in, you also lose 2 4-year starters in Leah Sutton and Kinsey Verhines, who are all playing college athletics at the next level. It's a lot to lose in a year and a month's time, 9 months' time, to come here ready to go with a new coach, lots of new players. A lot of newness with this program heading into this season.
Well, the uncertainty of the program over the course of the summer months. Let's face it, there was some, but you know, you have a returning 4-year starter in Alexa Capps who will not be in action tonight. But you take a look at what you have coming back, the gutsiness shown last year in that Wayne City Regional Championship game. You look at Cassandra Lukey in the lineup tonight. You mentioned her a moment ago, had that broken nose. Came out, so it would be a 5-on-4 matchup. That grit, that type of determination is going to be what makes or breaks these Woodlawn Lady Cardinals in 2012-2013. Looking to get started the right way here tonight. New look lineup, new look coaching staff, and maybe the same results as they look to continue their path to success.
Our opportunity this week and next week to see the ladies that we cover the most in high school girls basketball. We'll see Woodlawn, Weber Township, Wayne City, and Cecil-Waltonville all this week. Throw in the fact we'll see Mount Vernon next week. We see everybody in the first 2 weeks. That's an opening, and really a nice thing about our scheduling is the fact we can see everybody so early in the season.
Well, and I would clearly that was by design. Yes, but we had that luxury. We chose to pursue that option, and you know, looking forward to catching Wayne City and Weber Township on Thursday night. We'll also have Cecil-Waltonville at the Sparta tournament on Friday night. But not only that, get some Lady Rams in next week. Some excellent boys coverage coming your way as well, and it should be a fun, not only a fun Mount Vernon year, but a fun showcase year as well.
We'll get to that after we need to take another break, and we'll come back. Of course, this is WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven by Ford Square, King City Chrysler. We'll come back, talk about our schedule the rest of the week, maybe in the next week. Who knows what else? You're listening to the showcase here on WMIX.
Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn will get you and your home in the holiday mood with huge savings on all Lazy Boy reclining, FlexSteel, Paula Deen, Sealy bedding, TV consoles, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, painted accent furniture, and more. With free financing store-wide and a sleigh full of holiday trims, linens, Christmas trees, and garlands. Plus, all tarts are only $1 at the General Store. Let your holiday begin and save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
People's National Bank understands how much small businesses mean to a community. That's why we have been supporting the local economy of Southern Illinois for over 100 years by providing commercial loans to area businesses. And our loan decisions are made right here in Southern Illinois. Hi, my name is Joe Gliosi, commercial banker for People's National Bank in beautiful Mount Vernon, Illinois. Stop by 413 South 34th Street to find out what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly supporting local businesses since 1909.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Back to Sides Gymnasium at Woodlawn High School. It's the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the ZRC Lady Tornadoes. In the opening game for both teams, this is the first official night that teams can play any kind of ball games in this season, as tonight is opening night around the state of Illinois. You're listening to the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. And we going down here, of course, the anthem will be first in those starting lineups. We'll take a break there. But, Chris, it's an interesting game here. Tricia Drager, we've already had her on the Saturday Sports Show a couple of times, and lots of enthusiasm, lots of excitement. We're going to see how it goes. She's got to be feeling a little bit of the nerves here tonight. She opens up in her first game as the head coach of the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals.
Well, you typically do have nerves anytime you do something for the first time. Her first time as the head coach. You kind of think that maybe there's going to be some added pressure, some added nerves just on herself as she begins her stint as head coach of her alma mater. And make no mistake about it, we figure she'll do a fine job here at Woodlawn. But, will that nervousness play a part here tonight? But, you know what, you take a look at the five they're going to throw out there. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on here in the pregame. But really kind of the same old feel. You do have some new faces. The numbers have improved over the course of the past couple of years. And really looks like with the right pieces in the right places, the right moves made in this big chess match they call basketball, no reason to think that the Lady Cardinals couldn't achieve some early success and take that success into March. One score already successfully in the book is in the JV score tonight. ZRC did beat Woodlawn tonight 36-33 in a highly exciting contest in the game that came on before this one. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens of State Farm Insurance. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is, it says there, but actually he is here at the ball game tonight. Both teams back on the floor to warm up. We're winding down to the national anthem of the starting lineup. Wayne Brady up in the box, ready to go to do those duties here at Woodlawn High School. We'll be at Wayne City on Thursday night. Weber Township at Wayne City. Matchup between two Midland Trail Conference teams. Two teams we're going to cover a lot this year. Pre-game for that. We get around like tonight, 7:25, 7:30 start over at Wayne City. We look forward to going over there. Last time I was at Wayne City for a basketball game, there was all kinds of happenings going on, both on and off the floor. Last time I was there, I saw a 5-on-3 for the first time ever. Last time I was there, I saw 150 people get told to leave early. Anything can happen. Both teams going to the benches. We'll play the waiting game of lineup first, anthem first, or chicken and egg. We'll see what happens. I'd have to assume we're going to see the anthem. We're going to do the anthem first, I would assume. You are listening to the Showcase on WMIX. We'll be back for the lineup and the start of this one here on the Showcase on WMIX.
Missed last week's Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. To those who tune in on WMIX or MyWithersRadio.com, we enjoyed your company. But if you missed the area scores, in-depth interviews with the region's coaches, or missed out on the WMIX Sports question on Twitter and Facebook, the path to forgiveness is easy. Listen to previous Saturday Sports Show episodes on demand at MyWithersRadio.com. It's that simple. Or next Saturday morning, you could tune in after the 8 o'clock news. Either way, we forgive you.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. You're the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, Money Pass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today for details on how to get your free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
More basketball action ahead, presented by Community First Bank.
The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler, have rolled into Woodlawn High School-sized gymnasium. We're ready for the starting lineups for this game. The starting lineup is brought to you by People's National Bank. Stop by People's National Bank. Let them remind you what bank with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. For the starting lineups, I'll turn it over to the voice of Mount Vernon Athletics here on WMIX, Mr. Chris Hugo.
First for the Zeigler-Royalton, Christopher Lady Tornadoes, coached by Jeremy May, dressed in their away navy here tonight. It'll be number 12, Autumn Gunter, number 15, Brandy Mifflin, number 24, Maddie Caruso, number 41, Brianna Price, and number 44, Melissa Battaglia for ZRC. For the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, coached by Tricia Draghi, they'll be in their home whites tonight with red trim. They'll start number 12, Carly Etheridge, number 15, Cassandra Lukin, number 22, a junior now, Allison England, number 32, Michaela Ballard, and number 45, Catherine Coleman will get the start tonight for Tricia Draghi's Woodlawn Cardinals.
Those starting lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, here we go. We can't promise you anything. We're going to kick the rust off from football and volleyball. Jumping right into basketball. 3 this week, 6 next week, 5 next week, something like that.
Quite a few. Actually, we have quite a bit next week.
Yeah, we get.
You and I have a nice early morning affair in Nashville on Black Friday next week.
I don't ever get up that early on that day unless I'm golfing.
Or broadcasting a
basketball game. That's going to be it.
But we're treated very well at Assembly Hall. We're just kind of joking around a little.
Oh, yeah. We'll be ready to go to Nashville, that's for sure. Luking and Price will jump center. We're underway here on the showcase. ZRC will have the basketball. They will go down to the right to left on the radio dial. Here, south to north. They get it inside to Price. Spin move right blocked by Coleman. Out tip to Gunner for ZRC. She goes right baseline, blocked again by Coleman. But that'll be a foul on Coleman, and that will send Autumn Gunner to the line to shoot 2.
A little bit more of what we saw in the JV matchup. Teams having trouble on the inside and then forcing themselves into bad situations, and that became a bad situation for Woodlawn. Forced on the rebound to commit the foul.
Gunner, if I can remember right, I have to find her name now. Yeah, she is a freshman. So obviously coming out of the Bearcat or ZR program, obviously going to be pretty good. She makes the first, and ZRC jumps out on top 1-0. Jeremy May, in his 7th year at ZRC, he was an assistant under Art Brandon for 4, so 11 years around this program for ZRC. Second free throw from Gunner is up and in, and the Tornadoes take a 2-0 lead. They will pick up full court. They're going to go a little zone pressure now. Will drop into a man. England has it inbound, has to throw it to Luking underneath their own on the ZR basket. Now back to England. She'll bring it across the timeline. Who will score tonight for Woodlawn with Caps being out of this ball game? And somebody other than her, obviously, will have to step up. England picked up her dribble at the timeline, gave it to Etheridge. She'll come around right side. She's about to get her pocket picked and does. Coleman retrieves under her basket, up and in. Right place, right time for Coleman, and it's 2-2 as we play here in the opening minute of this one. ZRC throws it inside right block. Price shot blocked, but that'll be a foul on Etheridge and 2 quick ones on the Lady Cardinals. Brianna Price will go to line to shoot 2. We'll tell you a scoreboard update. As we said in the JV game, it was ZRC over Woodlawn 36-33, and at half, the SIU Salukis lead New Orleans 42-26. First free throw is up and in by Price. It's 3-2. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call at 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Second free throw is missed, rebounded by Looking. She dribbled out of trouble and had to carry the basketball. The dribble got above her shoulder. So right now, Chris, maybe a little nervousness here from the Lady Cardinals early on.
Definitely some rust. I think it would be an easy thing there. Almost had a turnover that turned into 2 points on their own end, and then couldn't avoid the turnover that time.
Price has it in the corner, gets it to Gunner down the lane. Now Price recovers, left wing, stolen away by Ballard. Ballard has it on the steal, and she's going to throw this to England. You remember Sutton and Verhines also graduated from the team, so starting tonight, it's like losing 3 starters from last year's team. Etheridge on the right wing has it pickpocketed, stolen away by Caruso. And she's tripped up, ball to the floor. It's a scrum, now at the top of the key. ZRC has it. Mifflin down the lane, up, no good. Rebounded Caruso, shot no good, and a foul. And Caruso will go to line and shoot 2. And right now, the Lady Cardinals a step slow here. 3 team fouls already in the first minute and a half.
Well, they can ill afford to get in foul trouble early, Danny. But the thing that I noticed on that one is that Mifflin had a good look at the basket, just went in a little too strong. Good job to try to clean it up by by Caruso. She gets 2 at the line.
Lady Tornadoes have made 4 out of 5 free throws. They lead 4-2. Second free throw up, short front of the iron, never fails. Rebounded though by Battaglia. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to the floor. That's Ballard with the rebound. She has it. She had some time last year varsity-wise. You look on the floor, England, Ballard, and Luking were the 3 that had varsity minutes. Coleman and Etheridge are first-year players. Coleman with the top of the key. Picks it up, throws the right wing to England. She drives right baseline. Goes up with the right block, picks up her dribble, shuffles to Luking. Shot no good, travel. Yep, she went up for it, came back down on the floor.
Then she went into traffic off of the right block there, found Price, leaned in, realized the shot was going to be blocked, and just came back down with it.
Going the other way, ZRC very quickly. Mifflin on the right wing to Gunner, top of the key. She'll launch a 3. It's up, no good. Long off the mark. Long rebound to the free throw line for England for Woodlawn. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. ZRC leads Woodlawn 4-2. England goes to the left side, picks up her dribble, brings it back, throws it away. Etheridge didn't go to her, and England threw it away.
Teams even on the rebounding side. 3 offensive rebounds for ZRC, 3 defensive rebounds for Woodlawn. But the difference thus far has been Woodlawn's 4 turnovers to ZRC's 1.
And Woodlawn scoring right now. Who will get it? Lots of scoring graduated or sitting tonight from last year's team. On the left wing, Caruso drives in the paint, leaves it right side. Mifflin, shot good. Pretty impressed with Mifflin, her floor awareness at 6'2". ZRC picks up full court man-to-man. Denying everywhere. Etheridge has it to England. England comes up the left sideline around a screen from Ballard into the front court, left wing, left baseline. All the way to the rim she goes. Shot no good in the foul. England will go to line and shoot 2. That foul will be on 44. That's Marissa Battaglia for ZRC. You're not a number of Credit Score Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs, and through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. First free throw from England up in a hush gym. No good. She'll get another. Nice crowd on hand here tonight at Sides Gymnasium for a Monday night. Grade school teams are off. High school team in action. A lot of people have come over to check out the Lady Cardinals on their opening night. England's second free throw is good. She gets 1 out of 2. It's 6-3. ZRC. They quickly go in the front court. Mifflin right baseline shot from the block. No good. Coleman had it, lost it out of bounds, and it'll go back to ZRC. Stay tuned at the end of this one. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital. Why wait hours in another emergency room? Crossroads Community Hospital. Emergency department places you'll be seen by a doctor within 30 minutes of your arrival. Speaking of that, Brianna Price said, look at me. She made a basket, 8-3 with 5:10 to go, and that ball's stolen away. And now Williams Woodlawn with another foul already, Chris. The idea is with Caps on the bench, missing her is missing a ball handler right now, an extra one to have on the floor.
Well, it's showing, and rightfully so, picking up the pressure full court here is ZRC, and they forced into, I believe, 3 turnovers just in the front end. And that is going to force Woodlawn into some unforced errors, definitely. And as a result, they're giving up many points off the turnover via the free throw because they continue to foul.
8. This will be free throw number 8 for ZRC. and we are barely at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter of game time play. Both free throws missed. Coleman on the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. She'll bring it up the right side. Picks up her dribble in the backcourt near the timeline. Ball tipped, recovered by England. England will bring it across the timeline. Lots of flailing, but no contact. England down the lane. Shot block, no good. We'll go shoot free throws. If you've got dinner reservations tonight, you better delay them, as this one's going to be around here for a while. That foul's on Marissa Battaglia. That's her second, team second. And England will go to the line and shoot 2. Alicia Rogers will check in after the first free throw. England makes the first. She has 2. It's 8-4, Woodlawn trailing ZRC. England will have another. Steps into it, no dribble, shot, no good, long, back to the free throw line, recovered by Caruso. Quickly into the front court, 2-on-2. Caruso throws it, kicked by Coleman, no call, recovered by the Lady Tornadoes. 3 from the corner, Mifflin up, no good. Long rebound out to the left wing, recovered by Gunner for the Tornadoes. Gunner goes between the circles against the 2-3 zone. Woodlawn employing here. Skip pass right to left, Rogers, shot blocked, Etheridge. Etheridge had it, lost it, ball on the floor. Gunner goes and gets in the left corner, steps out of bounds. Boy, Gunner is all over the floor here tonight so far, even as a freshman. The RC will pick up full court right now. Luking with it. Throws it in, stepped over the line. Yep. Pressure right now getting to Woodlawn. England's the primary ball handler with caps out. And right now somebody else in a white jersey is going to step up and handle the basketball.
6 turnovers thus far.
And only 3.5 minutes into this one. Caruso triggers baseline underneath her own basket. Out the front to Gunner. Right side, right shot from mid-range. No good. Rebound Luking underneath again for the Lady Cardinals. She gets it to England. She'll come up the left side of the floor. Had Coleman, couldn't get it to her. England left side, left baseline to the corner on the left side. Now reverses dribble down the left baseline. Double dribble, kicked it off her leg, and nothing she could do in traffic there. Tried to do a little too much that time.
Well, she got stuck there in that far corner near the baseline and tried to go back to the left and then went back right and just kind of had a little bit of trouble hanging on to the basketball. Dribbled twice.
Across the timeline, Gunner throws it right wing to Mifflin. Mifflin holds, skip pass back to Gunner, stolen by Etheridge. Etheridge steps in the passing lane. She sprints the other end with Gunner trailing, up and good. Point, turnover in the points. Carly Etheridge with her first basket, and it's 8-6. Cardinals, Lady Cardinals, down by 2. Gunner, 15-footer up and in. Woo. Coast to coast. She's not scared, 10-6. First game out of the gate, pressuring. Etheridge has it, backcourt. Throws it middle floor in their backcourt to Ballard, now to England. England has to come get it, top of the key, reach in, foul coming.
Price is just in the wrong place at the wrong time. England came across like a bull in the china shop, and Price picks up the foul.
Speaking of the right places, the locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Community First Bank, the Heartland, is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to personal banking. Lady Cardinals struggling with the pressure from ZRC, but they get into England. Layup, front iron, no good. Coleman rebound, no good. But she is fouled. It'll be out of bounds, I would think.
That's a good job by Coleman. Set the screen there, mid-post on the near side.
That foul was on Rogers for ZRC, her first. Box set Woodlawn. A lot of what they ran last year. England in the corner to Ballard. Ballard right corner holds, takes a dribble, now throws the top of the key England. 3.5 to go in the first. ZRC leads Woodlawn 10-6 here on the showcase. Etheridge lines up at 3, top of the key, off the mark. Ballard rebounds, throws it up at the rim, no good. Coleman rebounds, but they caught her pushing from the backside, and that'll be 2 on Coleman, 5th on the team. Looks good until you start pushing and somebody's neck goes forward and lurches back. That catches every time. Woodlawn will drop back and play a 2-3 zone. Tricia Dragey, Woodlawn grad in her first game as the head coach of the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals program. Gunner across timeline. She throws it left wing to Rogers. Rogers, a skip, look, balked. Picked up her pivot foot. Had about 3 things going on at once in her mind, and her body was reacting to the second one, and it was a travel.
Tried to multitask and just had one task too many going on there.
Yep. Etheridge inbound in front of the Cardinal bench. Trap, double team, jump ball. And that will go to Woodlawn. Boy, Woodlawn right now is struggling against this pressure. With the ball handlers that graduated and aren't playing in this one, Woodlawn is learning on the fly in game situations. Luking will trigger the inbound right in front of her bench and has to look. Gets it in to Etheridge at the timeline. Now has it tipped, stolen, and recovered by Mifflin for ZRC. Quickly up the right side. The glass up, good. Randy Mifflin scores. She has 4, lead to 6. ZRC up 12-6 on Woodlawn with 2:50 to go. Ball back tapped out of bounds. Woodlawn will have to try it again.
Better ball control, I think, is the diagnosis early here.
Alyssa Hefner will check in. Hefner was a starter a lot last year for this Lady Cardinals team. Brings in some much-needed experience in this varsity situation. Etheridge to trigger. As she throws it in, throws it to Coleman, top of the key, actually half line. Coleman will go on a 2-on-1 break. Coleman has it right block. Has to throw it up at the rim. Traveled, though, before she could get a shot off. 10
turnovers here in the first quarter on the Lady Cardinals, Denny. She just ran into trouble in the post, got past the volleyball inline, and had to turn around, ended up with the ball in her hip.
That's the trouble right now. Woodlawn is the turnovers. How to have to cut those down as this game goes along. Top of the key is Gunner, and she traveled the basketball. Saw it opening, just didn't get the dribble down in time to get there.
Back to the last Woodlawn possession, Denny. It's okay to have your back to the basket if you have your dribble, but when you pick up your dribble in the lane like that, in traffic, trying to go 1-on-2, you're going to run into trouble every time.
Yep, and Woodlawn will have a side out of bounds, opposite of us, in front of their home stands. Luking with it. Throws it in, got away with the travel, but threw it into Etheridge. Etheridge lobs over the top to Coleman, that'll out of bounds. You can tell right now Woodlawn's a little disoriented with what's going on pressure-wise. They'll drop back after another turnover. 2:28 to go in the first. ZRC leads Woodlawn 12-8. The Lady Tornadoes a 2A team with the co-op between ZR and Christopher. And they have the basketball. Gunner on the right wing on the dribble. Kirsty Harlow is checked in. That's a freshman. As the three comes from the right corner from Mifflin. Front of the iron, no good. Gunner in the lane on the rebound. Glass, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks has it taken away. Jump ball. And it should stay with ZRC, if I can remember the possession arrow correctly.
Yes.
Checking in now will be Shea Ilberry. Ilberry had a lot of quality minutes in the JV game. So right now you have Hefner, Luking, Etheridge, Harlow, and Ilberry in for Woodlawn.
60% new faces.
Yep. Inbounds to Brooks. Now they swing it right wing to Mifflin. Her three ball from the right corner, front iron, no good. Rolled over weak side. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Woodlawn basketball.
Had the right idea that time. Mifflin took the three where she is 0 of 3 now on the day, just kind of letting her shoot, tempting her, daring her.
What do we have here? We have a whistle and a timeout. Jeremy May does not like what he sees somewhere. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and remind you, come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Bank with locations in Ina, Dix, 2 branches in Mount Vernon, of course, 1 right here in Woodlawn. 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn trails 12-6. And this is a key of turnovers and not being able to handle the basketball right now.
Yeah, 11 turnovers unofficially in this first quarter on the Lady Cardinals. And the fouling early didn't help matters any at all. ZRC was able to come out, make some free throws, get themselves a nice, comfortable lead. Now have built upon that with field goals as they've been able to work down low a little bit better this time, the last few trips down the floor.
Woodlawn will trigger the inbounds. It's a 1-2-1-1 press from ZRC as they drop back in this zone pressure. Etheridge has it. Now she'll throw it to Luking. Luking has it with the point guard. The point guard is going to be Harlow, who is a freshman in her first varsity minutes. Has it taken away, but it's a jump ball, and it'll stay with Woodlawn. It is a very young team right now with inexperience. Luking and Hefner are the only 2 players on the floor right now with varsity experience. Etheridge, Ilberry, and Harlow are in their first years playing high school basketball. Hefner has it top of the key. On its pass, throws it right side to Etheridge. Etheridge will look, throws it to Ilberry, top of the key against his zone. Now left side to Luking. Luking with it out front. It's a 3-2 by ZRC. Harlow throws it in, stolen away. Here comes Caruso the other way. She's out ahead of the pack. We'll go with the left-hand layup. Well, actually, it was a right-hand layup from the left side. Makes it. And it's 14-6. Lady Cardinals down by 8.
An awkward shot for many, but Talia made it look easy.
It's because it should be using the left hand in that case. Hefner with it, half line to Etheridge. Etheridge throws it to nobody, stolen away by Brooks. Brooks gives it off to Caruso. Caruso left back box pass to Gunner off her hands out of bounds. Coleman and Engel will come in for Hefner and Luking. Harlow, Etheridge, England, Coleman, Ilberry for the Lady Cardinals. 14-6, ZRC leads with 1 minute to go. Etheridge has it to Harlow. Harlow up the left side to England. This might go a little bit better with England and Harlow in ball handlers. England to the left corner, and she's fouled on a nickel dimer for this early in the season. How early is it? It's the opening night. That foul is on number 24, Maddie Caruso, her first team's 5th. So Woodlawn will trigger side out of bounds. England will trigger into Harlow. So the ZRC will step back in a 3-2 zone. A lot of 3-2 played by Christopher and ZR over the years at the junior high level. Ilberry top of the key, lob right block to Coleman. Catch, spin, shot blocked. And that's a foul on Caruso, her second, and that'll send Catherine Coleman to the line to shoot two. Some nice offense by Woodlawn that time.
Well, trying to create some opportunities. Went to the right side that time, becoming a little predictable, however, by continuing to go to the right. But get yourself at the free throw line, might get a chance to get a couple of points here.
Coleman at the line. First one is up and in. 14-7. Woodlawn cuts the lead in half. Hefner will come in for Hill. But remember, you can follow us on the social media. Follow us and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, or go to Twitter. Follow us there at WMIX Sports. We have all kinds of information there as well. Coleman makes both. She's got 4. It's 14-8. Lady Cardinals cut it to 6. ZRC quickly in the front court. Shot from 15 right side, no good. Rebounded, hits the floor. Now ZRC has it. Another shot coming from Mifflin. It's no good. Coleman on the rebound on the right block. 20 seconds to go. Coleman quickly into the front court. Gets to Harlow on the right block. She has to retrieve and circle back out with 17 seconds to go. Harlow to the top of the key. Right side Etheridge. Etheridge inside to Coleman. Coleman double team. Gets a shot blocked. 1 got away with a travel. And 2 got a break, actually, because I didn't see much contact there.
Yeah, a pretty big break.
That foul by Brooks, her first, team 7th. So Woodlawn the rest of the first half will shoot free throws on fouls, not player control. Coleman at the line will shoot 2. Her first one is up and off the mark, no good. Typical Jeremy May teams. Teams that like to get up and down the floor, pressure, and go. That is how he has coached in his time here as head coach at ZRC in his 7th year. Second free throw is good. Coleman off to a good start. ZRC quickly up the floor with 8. Gunner in the front court, cross court, pull up from 15, shot good. Ooh, that's sweet. And that is how this quarter is going to end. ZRC 16, Woodlawn 9. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conrarty to their medical staff. Dr. Conrarty specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conrarty will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conrarty, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. At Woodlawn, 1 quarter in the book here in this high school girls basketball matchup. ZRC leads Woodlawn 16-9. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside. The Lady Tornadoes will have the basketball to start this second quarter. Gunner across the timeline, has to pick up a dribble, throws it left wing to Rogers, left baseline to Price. Price back top of the key. There's a shot by Brooks. Nice offense there by ZRC. Brooks was fouled, and Brooks will go line and shoot 2 as that's the 3rd foul on Catherine Coleman. Inside, back out to the mid-range jumper, and that's where Brooks was fouled right at the free throw line, where she finds herself now to shoot 2.
Tornadoes 4 of 8 from the line.
And they continue that as they go 5 out of 9 and extend their lead to 17-9 here in this one. If you can put a logo on it, All Stars and Stitches can probably print it for your school, company, organization. They even do apparel. See Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, just west of Benton High School, or call 435-5555. Both free throws were made there by Brooks. It's an 18-9 game as ZRC again doubles up Woodlawn. England up the left side, got away with a double dribble, had it stolen, but it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Woodlawn. As the struggles continue for the Lady Cardinals to handle the basketball, but handling is Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else, locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County with locations in Ida, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. England gets the inbound and fired up a shot that missed. Gunner on the rebound. Quickly up the court. Passes left side to Rogers. Glass no good. Gunner on the rebound. Throws it off Glass and in. Wow. Autumn Gunner's a name people are going to remember over the next 3 or 4 years. 20-9, ZRC on top. Harlow with it. Double teamed in front of her own bench. Throws it up the court to Etheridge at the timeline to Hefner. Hefner to the free throw line. Picks up her dribble to England left wing. England top of the key. Harlow right side Etheridge against this 3-2 zone. Interesting that the Lady Tornadoes are pressing and then dropping back into a zone. England to the left elbow, top of the key, passes right side Etheridge. To Hefner, top of the key. Hefner holds above her head. Now left wing Harlow. Shoot from 15. It's no good off the glass. Hits the floor. Kareem's out down here to the ZRC bench. Tip backed in by Hefner. Etheridge with a steal on the floor to Luking. Nice play. England for three. Good. Allison England with the three goggles knocks it down. And it's 20-12. Woodlawn back to within 8. Gunner quickly, though, left wing to Rogers. Rogers goes right side to Mifflin. Her shot from 15 off the mark. Rebound, Etheridge tied up. Jump ball. Who's it going to go to? It'll go to the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Chris, some fight here from the red and white here in the second quarter.
That'll end up as a big 3 for Allison England. Both teams were combined 0 of 6 from beyond 19-9.
ZRC backs off their pressure a little bit now. More of a three-quarter court zone trap now out of this 1-2-2. Harlow has it. Now she's going to have to look up, throws it, ball tipped up to the bench. It's going to be off of Woodlawn, out of bounds. And it'll go to the Lady Tornadoes on another turnover. Much to the chagrin of the red and white faithful across the way.
On the bright side, it took 1 minute and 42 seconds for the first turnover of the quarter. Progress.
Progress here. Lady Cardinals with a busy week. We'll explain here in a moment. ZRC with it in the right corner, kicking it around is Rogers. Now top of the key, Mifflin, her three ball on the way, no good, rattles out, hits the floor. Hefner has the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. Harlow is a freshman up the right side, getting baptized by fire here, playing the varsity game. Etheridge will launch a three-pointer. Good! 3 goggles up for Carly Etheridge. She has 5. Timeout.
Well, that'll change the complexion of a ball game in a hurry.
Timeout, ZRC. That's their second timeout they've taken in the game. It is a 30-second timeout. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. 1 in Ida, 1 in Dix, 1 in Woodlawn, and 2 in Mount Vernon. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County. And Chris, already in the first 2+ minutes of this second quarter, much better output here by the Lady Cardinals.
Well, struggled early. Maybe some nerves about them to get this one underway, those 12 first-quarter turnovers. Limited to just 1 thus far in the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this quarter, but they are 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, 2 of 4 from the floor here in quarter number 2. And the shooting effort looks a little bit better. They've looked a little bit more poised in the shots they've taken. Haven't tried to force too much to the inside this time, and it appears to be paying off.
You can see paying off, cut the lead down to 5. They were down 9 a while ago. ZRC has the basketball, left wing Rogers. Rogers throws top of the key, Gunner. Gunner, a Christopher product. Top of the key, goes right side to Mifflin. Mifflin now left right elbow. Brooks shot short, hits the floor. Brooks gets her own rebound, shot and a foul. Woodlawn not rebounding very well. That's her 17th foul. Brittany Brooks will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's made 2 earlier here in the quarter. Scores from tonight so far that we know of. The JV game, ZRC won here tonight 36-33. Halftime, SIU leads New Orleans 42-26. First free throw up rattles in. And we can tell you that the Illini lead 72-37 in their game tonight in Champaign. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. However, that free throw not there for ZRC, as that one had a little bit of a wide right field to it. Hit the rim, went out of bounds. 21-15, ZRC up by 6. Lady Cardinals have it against this 3-2 zone. England top of the key, right side to Etheridge. Etheridge with it. Down by baseline. Her shot from 15, no good. Boy, Jeremy May upset with that defense. Luking on the rebound. Went up, traveled the basketball. Went up, had a hand in her face, came back down. That doesn't work.
Well, it's almost like she's trying to jump stop, but the pass is coming to her. Shorty has possession, and that'll be the second turnover here in the second quarter for the Lady Cardinals.
By the time you get up in the air, you got to know what you're going to do with it. Getting in the air without a plan is a dangerous proposition. Right wing Mifflin with it in the right corner, gets it to Rogers. Down to Brooks. Brooks with it. Free throw line extended. Shot off the glass, no good. Ball battles around. Shot blocked. Rebound to the floor. Jump ball's coming. With that, we've crossed past the bottom of the hour. We need to pause for station identification here on the showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting superstation.
The RC triggers underneath their own basket in the left corner. With it is Autumn Gunner. A 15-footer is good. Yeah, baby. Double figures in your first varsity game as a freshman.
Not too shabby.
That's not bad. She got skill, as they say.
Extends the lead back to 8, most importantly.
4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Woodlawn trails by 8, 23-15. Etheridge throws it in, stolen away by ZRC. Brooks comes up the left side. Brooks 2-on-1, gets it over to Mifflin. Right block, shot good. They can flat run. This is a team to be reckoned with in the diamond, as Tricia Dragey will call a 30-second timeout. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Woodlawn down 10, 25-15. And, Chris, right now, a very impressive start if you're Jeremy May and ZRC right now.
Yeah, I mean, you let it get back to within 5, give up a couple back-to-back threes for the Lady Cardinals, but a couple of turnovers starting to plague them again, and Weber Township, that's Thursday night. ZRC has been able to work it back to a 10-point advantage, and good teams might let it get close, but they're able to pull back away, and that's what we're starting to see here as we hit the midway point of the second quarter. ZRC let them get close, but Autumn Gunner and Brandy Mifflin have really done a great job of getting them back above that 10-point margin.
Yep, a very aggressive ZRC team. Jeremy May, that has been his style over the years and watching his teams play. And right now, Woodlawn, of course, not having caps on the floor, an issue with the turnovers. But they have battled and only find themselves down 10. Now they have the ball stolen away, though. Mifflin will come up the other way. She's all by herself. It'll be a layup up and in. Mifflin with the steal has 8, and the lead balloons to 12, 27-15. A crucial 4 minutes here in this first half for Woodlawn. England to the right side, right baseline, dribbles all the way to the right block, shot blocked, and that ball's rebounded. It's going to be a foul on Hefner. We'll go to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. And that's what will happen. Michaela Chamness will check in. Out goes Mifflin. Should be a 1-on-1, should it not?
Woodlawn did not have possession of the ball on the foul.
We got to go shoot the 1-on-1, folks. I know it's opening night, but we got to get going here. Kick that rust off early. We're doing it just as much as everybody else is. 3:53 to go in the first half, 27-15. Halftime, we'll have scores and stats from this one. Chris Hugo will have all that for you. He's color coordinated over there. And at the line is Autumn Gunter. Has 10 in the game. As a freshman. Shot good. She'll get another. She is going to be a handful over the next 4 years. You can say 4 years because this is their opening night. 28-15, she makes the first. She has 11. She'll get one more. Jim quiets down, and she missed. It's about time I bragged on her. However, with the rebound, though, on the right block is Brooks. Brooks goes to the floor, and it's a jump ball. Bodies everywhere, and it'll go back to Woodlawn. Substitutions everywhere. Ilberry and Hefner will check in for Luking and take that back. Ballard's in, Hefner out. As Woodlawn now will go with Harlow, England, Autumn Urbanski, Ballard, and Ilberry. As Coach Dragey tries to go through some different combinations tonight. Busy week. Woodlawn also begins playing the DuQuoin tournament this week. Urbanski top of the key to Harlow. With it right side to England. Double teamed in the right wing. Off the stolen away, though, by Rogers. And Rogers traveled the basketball. Stole it away from England. Then got her feet tangled up and couldn't do anything with it. Woodlawn will retain possession in front of the ZR bench. England out, Etheridge in. And Harlow will trigger into Etheridge. And Etheridge will bring it across the timeline. Over to Harlow, top of the key. Her shot from 15, no good. Rebound underneath Ilberry. Stepped on the baseline, no. Gosh darn it, she was right there for the rebound, just ran out of real estate. 3:19 to go in the first half.
6th turnover here in the second quarter for Lady Cards.
Not helping. Caruso underneath to Price. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Hefner, I should say, by Ballard. Ballard with it now to Etheridge. Across the timeline. You look on the floor right now, Chris, 5 or 4 ladies that did not play last year. Ballard's the only one that played. That ball stolen away now by Caruso. Caruso up the left side, lane pass. Over to the right side, hits the floor, jump ball coming as Harlow dives on the floor. There's a little competition this year in the Harlow family. We had the Verhines for years. Now we got the Harlows. Of course, Kirsty's brother Chris will be a senior on the Cardinals team. He's across the way watching. Top as inbounds comes underneath their own basket. They throw it in the Price off the glass, no good. Ball to the floor, to the free throw line, rebounded by Chamness for the Lady Tornadoes. He kicking around left corner. That's to Caruso. Her shot's up and in. Mandy Caruso from 15. It's 30-15. Tornadoes have doubled the lead. As we hit the 2.5 minute mark, I should say, of the first half. Harlow free throw line, left side Urbanski. Urbanski now gives it to Etheridge, top of the key. Etheridge drives between 2 players. Off the glass, no good. Urbanski, weak side rebound. Glass shot, no good. Rebounded Ilberry, up, no good. Ilberry again, one more time, up and in. 4th time's the charm. Shay Ilberry, I've been very impressed with her in the JV game. Her hustle sets her apart from a lot of the players here on the floor. Lady Tornadoes have it on the right side. Chamness throws it inside Price. Glass good. That's a perfect post player right there. She gets it. She doesn't put it on the floor. Spins, shot, glass, good. That's fundamentally Tim Duncan there in that case. Harlow with it. Come to the right side. Picks up her dribble trying to get to Etheridge. Gets it to Etheridge. Etheridge will shoot a 3 ball on the way. No good for the iron. Ilberry again. Up and in. Shay Ilberry making a case for her to be the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. We'll pick that later because why wait hours in other emergency rooms? You can be met by a doctor in 30 minutes upon your arrival at Crossroads. There's a 3 ball, though, by Autumn Gunner going the other way. 3 goggles are out for her with 1:24 to go in the first half. Woodlawn trails 35-19, home opener and season opener for the Lady Cardinals. Etheridge has it tipped away. Gunner went after it and it rolled out of bounds. You have to play through it. At this level, it's a lot different than junior high. A little faster, a little stronger. Got to play hard the whole time. Etheridge to Harlow. Etheridge, Harlow, Urbanski, Ballard, and Ilberry. Urbanski left side. Now goes left elbow. Has a pocket pick, but Carlo had it, lost it. Stolen away by Caruso. She comes the other way, dribbles, crosses over a defender. Caruso shot, no good. Good defense. Urbanski. Caruso for a 3rd time, no good. Rebounded weak side up, no good, and a foul. Battaglia will go to the line to shoot 2, and that foul on the 4th chance is on Shay Ilberry. Her first, team's 9th. Can't fault the effort here. Woodlawn just right now turning it over too much in this first half of the year, and rebounding is a question. It will improve on this long journey into February. Etheridge out, England in. As Battaglia get one more. It's 36-19. Woodlawn trailing ZRC here at Sides Gym. Second free throw also good. 37-19. 52 seconds left to go in the first half. Harlow to England. England across timeline. ZRC goes man-to-man. 3rd different defense in the first half for the Lady Tornadoes. England's pockets picked. However, she gets in the backcourt, goes to her knees, gets the dribble. Will come into the front court. England up the left side to the left corner with 30 seconds. England holds. Top of the key pass. Harlow. That crosses through hands out of bounds, and it'll go to ZRC.
22nd turnover.
Yikes. Yep.
As I say.
That's one of those things that's obviously going to be improved as the year goes on.
Oh, yeah. Knock that rust off.
And there are going to be a lot of games here early with this one and the rest in the DuQuoin tournament. Left side with it is Caruso. They throw it inside. That's Chamness. Shot up in. Trickled over the iron and dropped down. Chamness, a bench player, gets her first 2 points. 39-19. Lady Cardinals down 20 with 10 seconds. Will have the final possession. Harlow across the timeline. She played last year for Rick Hayes at Woodlawn Grade School. Harlow baseline. Shot up and in. You can see where she learned her basketball skill there. 39-21. We have reached the halftime. ZRC leads Woodlawn. We need to step out for a break. When we come back, we'll have scoring and stats. You're listening to the showcase here on WMIX.
We all remember staying up all night studying for those math tests. Many of us remember the Dodge Dart. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. So what happens when you add the interior spaciousness of a midsize sedan plus class-leading 60 safety and security features and multiply them by up to 3 state-of-the-art powertrains with engines boasting up to 41 miles per gallon highway. You get the 2013 Dodge Dart. The Dodge is back with Dodge passion and designed with Alfa Romeo DNA. Come see the all-new Dodge Dart SE at King City Chrysler, starting at just $18,995. Or log on to KingCityChrysler.com to see all of our new and pre-owned inventory. There is something for everyone here at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and also find us on Twitter and Facebook.
What happened in the game last night? Did you hear that score? What did Coach think of the team's effort? Find the answers to these questions and more on the Saturday Sports Show. Every week following the 8 o'clock news, WMIX Sports finds the answers you need and discovers a different side of your favorite coach with our question of the week. Join WMIX Sports for the Saturday Sports Show on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Hi. This is Susan Sahaki with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has the best of both worlds. We are a locally, family-owned bank that can offer you the big bank products and services. Products like free checking, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have the products and services to meet the needs of your personal and family life in today's world. Stop by any People's National Bank branch and ask about any one of our great products.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome back to Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. Halftime here, ZRC leads Woodlawn in a high school girls basketball matchup, 39-21. This is the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. They, being Rend Lake, can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor, rlc.edu, see which of the more than 100 degree certificate program is right for you. When we bring you back here into Woodlawn, as I said, it's 39-21. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside. He's figuring up the stats. We will tell you that if you want to follow us on the social media world, you got a couple of places to go to. You can go to Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can follow us, or I should say like us there, and look at all the information we put up daily about different things in the world of high school sports, local and around the region as well. Also, you can go to Twitter at WMIX Sports, where you can follow us there. We tweet all kinds of things throughout the day. 39-21, ZRC leads at the half over Woodlawn. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with scoring and stats for this one. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn will get you and your home in the holiday mood with huge savings on all Lazy Boy reclining, Flex Steel, Paula Deen, Sealy bedding, TV consoles, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, painted accent furniture, and more. With free financing store-wide and a sleigh full of holiday trims, linens, Christmas trees, and garlands. Plus, all tarts are only $1 at the General Store. Let your holiday begin and save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Halftime at Woodlawn. The Lady Cardinals trail ZRC 39-21 here on the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. Rend Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you. Danny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside as the Lady Cardinals trail 39-21. We tell you that the WMX Sports Mobile Studio is driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler has gotten us here tonight to Woodlawn, Illinois for this high school matchup. As I look across the way, Chris Hugo is sternly looking at his phone to get the stats of this game figured out.
Nope, something else. I have the stats ready.
Oh, okay. I thought you were using that as a calculator. I'll let you go ahead and rattle them off right now as you would like to.
Sure. First, we'll take a look at the individual scoring for the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, trailing 39-21 here at the half. They are led by 5 apiece from Allison England, Carly Etheridge, and Catherine Coleman. 4 from Shea Ilberry off the bench, and 2 from the freshman Kirsty Harlow. Taking a look at the individual scoring for the Tornadoes, Autumn Gunter leads the way with a game-high 14, 8 from Brandy Mifflin, 5 apiece from Maddie Caruso and Brianna Price, all of these unofficial, of course, 3 from Brittany Brooks, 2 from Melissa Battaglia, and 2 from Michaela Chambliss to give ZRC 39 points. Take a look at your team stats. From inside the arc, ZRC shooting 13 of 35 for 37%, 1 of 6 from the outside for 17%, making them 13 of 41 from the floor for 32%. Looking at the Lady Cardinals from the inside, they are 5 of 18 for 27%, 2 of 3 from the outside as they were perfect in the second quarter, 67%. They are 7 of 21 unofficially from the floor for 33%. Taking a look at your charity stripe attempts, the Tornadoes are 10 of 16 for 62.5%. 5 of 8 for Lady Cardinals, also 62.5%. Believe it or not, Lady Cardinals out-rebounding ZRC, unofficially 21-18. 12 defensive rebounds for Lady Cards, 16 offensive rebounds for ZRC, getting a lot of second chances. Turnovers have really been the difference in this one thus far. 22 turnovers for the Lady Cardinals, as the disadvantage rests heavily with Woodlawn. Only 8 turnovers on the night thus far for ZRC. That is how you have your halftime score. The Lady Tornadoes 39, the Lady Cardinals 21.
Halftime show brought to you by Ren Lake College. They offer over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. ZRC leads Woodlawn to half, 39-21. We'll take a final break, come back with the start of the second half. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Live from Woodlawn High School, WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. And Chris, it's an 18-point deficit opening night. Turnovers and rebounding obviously got to be fixed here for Tricia Dragy's Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, but overall, not bad with what's graduated and what's missing here tonight.
Well, you lose 2 to graduation, you lose your leading scorer to the bench for tonight, and it's just one of those things that under the circumstances, without a ball handler, without a typical scorer, these girls are trying to find their identity in a very short time frame. First game of the year, obviously going into the DuQuoin tournament, you'd like to have a better performance tonight against a team that'll be near the top of their division, the Black Diamond Conference. But for the Lady Cardinals, obviously they need to clean up the turnovers, find somebody that can handle the ball, and try to work the ball around the perimeter a little bit better. They're automatically driving to the inside every time, and you tend to want to reward that behavior when it's good, but this has been atypical behavior tonight, coughing the ball up in the paint and having trouble even getting it across the timeline. If you can get the ball across, maybe a little bit more patient, you may not get back within these 18-point deficit. You'll definitely be able to work on some things and maybe knock some of that rust off.
Well, and I think, too, like you and I mean, I've looked around tonight and been like, who's this, who's that at times, because when you used to seeing kids start 4 years in a row, same core unit, and they're graduated now, and you have players out here not only didn't play a lot of minutes last year or didn't play with some of the kids that played last year, they're getting used to each other in game situations. Practice is one thing, game is another. Etheridge, England, Coleman, Ballard, and Luking will start for the Lady Cardinals as they have the basketball against this man-to-man. As Woodlawn gets it into England to Ballard, has it stolen away, though, by Battaglia. She'll come the other way. Long downpour pass to Caruso off the glass and in. Boy, that was a pretty play. And ZR takes the turnover and executes into points here as we begin the second half. They will pressure out of the way, and that is a turnover, but nope, it's tipped away by ZRC, and it'll go back to the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. And it is a pressure-filled situation as the Tornadoes are causing havoc everywhere. No warnings were issued for this game before it started, as we didn't have any clue the weather was going to be bad for turnovers. England with it to the timeline, gets it to Ballard on the right side. Holds above her head. Now to Etheridge, her 15-foot jumper from the left elbow. Rattles in and out, rebounded by Price. Price will get it to Gunner, the freshman who's been impressive. Throws it right side, right corner to Mifflin. Inside Price, class good. Too easy. Woodlawn had a breakdown defensively, and it's 43-21. Lady Cardinals down 22. Pressure continues. England gets it to Etheridge. Right corner, picks up her dribble. Looks, holds, now back to England. England has it stolen away. Now ball rattles around. ZRC has it to the rim. Mifflin will not get the shot off before she is fouled. That foul is on England. That'll be her second, team's first of the half. And ZRC will trigger the inbound. Woodlawn will go zone defensively. 4 ladies for the Tornadoes at the free throw line. Bubble screen out to top of the key for Gunner. 15-footer is good off a couple of dribbles. Yowzer. That's a nice weapon to have in the arsenal as you go along the next 4 years. Wow. Along the way. Etheridge with it across timeline to Coleman. Top of the key. Dribbles free throw line. Left lane. Runner. Left hand. Good. Catherine Coleman has 7. And it's 45-23. Gunner quickly the other way. Left corner to Caruso. Fox Price off. Nope. Thought it was off her feet. It went off the feet of Ballard. And it'll stay with ZRC. Triggering, left side, Caruso underneath her own basket, left corner, Gunner, top of the key, right wing pass, Mifflin, right corner. They go all the way around the horn to Price. Shot blocked by Luking. Price gets her own rebound. Has it stolen away by Luking. Cassandra Luking brings it into the front court. Picks up her dribble, tried to pass to Coleman, now stolen away by Mifflin. Mifflin goes the other way around 2 Lady Cardinals, off the glass, no good. Ball to the floor, Gunner has it. And we have a foul on Woodlawn in the reach-in. Yeah. Lots of action. England will pick up her second, actually her third. That'll be the team's second. It's the RNC, the trigger the inbound underneath her own basket. Holding head high. And we have another jump ball. The RC will try it again. They will go same set. Jeremy May said run it again. Didn't really get to that time. Top of the key. Now Mifflin will launch a three-pointer. It's on the way. Long back iron. Rebounded Etheridge in the left corner. Carly has it on a couple of dribbles. She's going to look over to England. That pass stolen away. Went cross court, can't do that. Mifflin up and in. Mifflin scores. She has double digits. It's 47-23. Jeremy May calls them off, sends them back, and they'll pick them up a half-court man-to-man. 5:40 to go in the third. England tries to split double team. That'll be a foul. I did not have ZRC for a foul in the second quarter. They have their first one since the first there. Mifflin picks up her first. England will trigger. Woodlawn will send one to the corner. There's Etheridge. She got left wide open. That was a missed assignment. Missed a shot. Ballard on the rebound. Up and in. There you go. Caleb Ballard with a putback basket. It's 47-25. 5.5 to go in the third. Left side, Caruso inside to Battaglia. Shot good. Boy, oh boy. Marissa Battaglia is a nice little option to have out there in the post. Proved it there. England across the time on, picks up her dribble before she gets there. Got it to Etheridge. Now back to England, stolen away. That wasn't very good handling. With his Caruso up, glass good, and a foul.
This will be the first and one try we've seen.
I believe it is. Etheridge will pick up her third, and that'll be the third on Woodlawn in the first 3 minutes. Ilberry and Harlow will check in for Woodlawn. Etheridge and Luking will check out for the Lady Cardinals.
Caruso trying for double digits here. That's 9 unofficially.
Has 9. We'll go to the line and try to get that. First shot up, and actually one shot up and in. Timeout, Jeremy May. It is a full timeout, 52-25. The score is reversed on the scoreboard. You're not a number, a credit score Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs, and through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. 5:07 to go in the third. It's a learning experience for everyone here tonight, and Woodlawn's learning the hard way here tonight in this contest.
Well, they are, and it's kind of baptism by fire. I think you phrased it perfectly in the first half, but down 27 here, and certainly not trying to make light of that, but you're going to have to learn as you go along, and this is one of those where your key senior is out of action tonight. You're relying on everybody else to pick up the scoring. You're relying on some girls that didn't play last year, relying on some freshmen, and it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to learn quickly, and that's what they're going to do here tonight, and hope to go in that two-coin tournament, learn quickly there. By the time they get into conference play, be ready to go.
Conference play, of course, won't start till next week or the week after. Trying to remember schedules in this early junction, but like for Woodlawn, they go to DuQuoin. They got 2 or 3 games this week and a couple more next week. You don't have much time to get a lot of practice time to get everybody used to each other. You're in a lot of game situations early on.
Well, you get that dreaded holiday in the way, too.
Thanksgiving
Takes away for some
next
game.
Thursday. Shopping next Friday. Somewhere in between there, you have basketball galore everywhere. Gluttony of basketball over the next 3 weeks. 5 minutes to go in the third. Woodlawn down 52-25. ZRC will pick up half-court trap. England stepped through it to Coleman at the free throw line. Covered by Ballard in the right block. Her shot blocked by Price. Hits the floor. Rebound Mifflin up to Caruso. Left side. She'll throw inside to Battaglia. Shot blocked, but a foul. Oh, I tell you what, this ZRC team,
they're filthy.
On makes and misses, can get that ball up the floor as quick as anybody would want. England has picked up her 4th.
Well, I know it's a short-handed Woodlawn bunch here tonight, but they look good for their first game. I think that's what I take away most, is just how good they look tonight, how fluid they are for this being the first game out.
And lots of substitutions. You need T-shirts, hoodies, Letterman jackets, or any type of apparel for your school, organization, or business. See Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Call 435-5555 for limited time. They have hoodies for $17.50.
Not bad.
Not bad. Free throws were made, and it's 54-25. Woodlawn down, and they turn the ball over. Jump ball coming. The whistle will blow, as I jumped on that one early. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Wide hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Woodlawn to trigger underneath their own basket. Harlow in the right corner to Coleman. Shot from 15 off the mark. Hits the floor. Rebounded by ZRC's Maddie Caruso. Caruso gets it up to Gunner, and she's fouled. That time by Ballard. ZRC will go line and shoot 2. Got a feeling by the time Caruso gets done, I'm surprised I haven't said David Caruso before this one's over.
I've been thinking it the entire night. I've been waiting for it, to be honest.
Not getting to see him this year. On that thing they called the TV.
Horatio?
Horatio got booted, and they didn't even have a goodbye finale, nothing. It was just a,
thanks for coming.
We're done with you. We're going to throw more money into our other CSIs, which disappointed me greatly.
Is the original still on?
Yes.
I've only seen New York with Lieutenant Dan and Sheila Ward.
However, fear not, I have found other TV shows to watch on the Animal Planet. Don't worry. Oh, yes.
Hunters of Gigantopithecus.
Oh, you betcha. That show is something else. Anyway, back to the game. First free throw was missed. Second free throw made by Gunner. That's her 17th point. That's not bad as a freshman to come out, light it up, and go for 17 here. Woodlawn will inbound a basketball. Jeremy May's all over Brittany Brooks in a kidding way. She tried to inbound a basketball if they made a free throw. And Jeremy May was giving her a hard time. And Brittany over there, number 20 for ZRC, is about as red as her Woodlawn Cardinals T-shirt. Harlow triggers into Hafner. Hafner will bring it across the timeline on the dribble. And she picked up a dribble. She's double-teamed, splits it, throws left side, stolen away by Mifflin. Goes up for the layup, up and in. Between Mifflin and Gunter and Caruso, I'm telling you what, this is a pretty nice little trio they got there. There's a three by Urbanski. Autumn Urbanski knocks down her first points as a varsity player, 57-28. Urbanski had the 3 goggles on. Gunter right wing, mid-range jumper, no good. Harlow on the rebound. Harlow will come up the middle of the floor. Picks up her dribble, tipped away to the backcourt. Hafner and Brooks on a race. Brooks gets it over to Mifflin, and what do we have here, a blocking foul or a charge? Oh, we're going to call blocking foul on Harlow. She took a shot there.
Yikes.
She's pretty tough, though.
Got tangled up, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, that's a 16-foul Woodlawn. Harlow ran over. And boy, she took a shot. She was a catcher on the junior high team across the way. Won the Class S title back in 11. ZRC has it in the left corner. Shot from Caruso. Nope, fake inside to Battaglia. Her shot no good. Luking had it, threw it into Urbanski. Urbanski had it and lost it. Stolen away by Brooks. Right baseline. That'll be a foul on Luking on the block. Second foul. Team 7th will shoot some free throws now, I bet. While they shoot those free throws, should be 1-1. We have crossed top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification here on the showcase.
Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. This is 50,000 watts of the showcase on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Brittany Brooks at the line for her first free throw with front iron. No good. Gets her own rebound, though. Back at the free throw line. Running left shot. No good. She did that one off the left foot on the left side, throwing across her shoulder. Couldn't get the shot to go. But then, after missing a free throw, she fouled. She didn't have a very good trip down the floor at all is what that is. Missed the free throw. Got the rebound. Took an awkward shot. Then fouled.
Hat trick of things you don't want to do.
No, but when you're up by 19, you don't have to worry about much. Actually, 29. There we go.
That too.
That too. Hefner with it. Cross the timeline. Fouled on the right side.
I'm with you.
Yep. 29-point deficit for the Lady Cardinals, trying to make it closer
Hey,
than what
it's
it
our
is.
first game, too.
Not my first rodeo in math, though, unfortunately. Mifflin has picked up her second. Coleman in. Hefner out. And for the Lady Cardinals, Harlow, Urbanski, Luking, Coleman, and Ilberry. That ball is tipped away, stolen away now by Battaglia. Battaglia gets it to Gunner. Here she comes. She's going to the rim, and she scores.
Just a good move as she crisscrossed the lane from left high post down to the right block and got the right-handed layup.
And that crisscrossing got her defender to shake the feet and kind of turn. And once that defender turned, it was over. Harlow on the right wing has a tip, recovers. Harlow now can dribble. Picked it up, bounce pass underneath Ilberry, stolen away by Brooks. Brooks comes up the left side for the Lady Tornadoes. Spins down the lane, gets it right side to Battaglia, up and in. Wow.
Nice backdoor move.
This team, Class 2A, is going to be a handful here over this season. They are loaded. You can play with freshmen. I've seen it done before. Harlow with it on the right side. Lob inside Coleman, pass tip stolen away. Gunner comes the other way. She's going to run again. She's going to take it herself and score another 2 points, and there she goes. 7 in the quarter, 21 in the game by my count. Wow, that's not bad. She'll have some headlines, the people talking about her tomorrow. Harlow with it on the right side, 2 minutes to go in the third. She'll dribble up the right side, holds, top her key, throws it left side Urbanski. Urbanski will throw it back to Harlow, stolen away that time by Mifflin. Nobody back for Woodlawn. Mifflin with a layup drill. Woodlawn is a little fatigued right now. A lot of people getting a lot of run tonight here in these two games. And Woodlawn down by 37 at this point. Right side, left ball 3. Urbanski off the iron, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to ZRC. Etheridge and Ballard will come in. Harlow and Ilberry will come out. 37-point deficit for the Lady Cardinals as ZRC has really extended the lead here in this third quarter as they are up by a score of 65-28. Between the circles is Gunner, left side to Caruso. Inside to Brooks, down the lane, shot foul, and Brooks will go back to the free throw line where she missed her last attempt. That foul is on Luking, her third, team's 8th by my count. Chris and I will be on the road again on Thursday night as part of the showcase. We'll be at Wayne City. Battle of geographic rivals and everything. Weber Township at Wayne City. Very interested to see those two teams as they start the year. First free throw's no good.
Good draw anything.
Has had a lot bad 3 minutes here. She'll get another. Second free throw. Up. Glass good. You knew the second one was going to be long when she left the first one short. That's just prototypical free throw shooters in general. 66-28. ZRC up with 1:15 to go. Woodlawn has the basketball. Etheridge to Coleman. Coleman at the top of the key, right wing to Etheridge. Etheridge dribbles in, looks top of the key, now to Urbanski. Urbanski, one dribble to Etheridge, right wing. She'll dribble back out on that deep right wing with 1 minute to go. Coleman with it between the circles. She'll look left side to Urbanski. Urbanski throws it right side, stolen away by Mifflin. Mifflin will get a layup the other way. Nobody home for the Lady Cardinals. Mifflin has 8 1/4, 16 in the game, and it goes to a 40-point lead, 68-28. Urbanski will bring it across the timeline with 40 seconds to go. Urbanski to Etheridge. Etheridge holds, looks. One dribble to Coleman, top of the key between the circles. Catherine on the dribble, left side to Urbanski. Long three, glass, no good. Rebounded by Mifflin. Stolen away by Ballard. It's up, no good. Ball tipped to the floor, out of bounds. It'll stay with Woodlawn with 20 seconds to go. You're not a number of credit score. Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs. And through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. 68-28. Coleman triggers, 4 across, threw it in, nobody home. Out of bounds, and it'll go to ZRC with 19 seconds to go in the quarter.
14 third-quarter turnovers for the Lady Cardinals.
I dare to ask, and I will, how many turnovers in the game total?
36.
36.
Unofficially.
15 seconds to go. ZRC with it. Right side is Mifflin. Back out top of the gunner. She splits defenders. 10-footer in the lane. It is off the mark. Rebounded by Ballard. Ballard with 4. Takes a couple of dribbles up the right side with 2, with 1. That'll be how the third quarter ends. ZRC 68. Woodlawn 28. Back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to the showcase on WMIX.
Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn will get you and your home in the holiday mood with huge savings on all Lazy Boy reclining, Flex Steel, Paula Deen, Sealy bedding, TV consoles, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, painted accent furniture, and more. With free financing store-wide and a sleigh full of holiday trims, linens, Christmas trees, and garlands. Plus, all tarts are only $1 at the General Store. Let your holiday begin and save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
3 quarters in the book here at Sides Gymnasium. ZRC leads Woodlawn 68-28. Community First Bank with locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. They are proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. ZRC with a whole cast and crew of new characters and players here on the floor as they have a 40-point lead with 8 minutes left to go in this one. Top of the key with it is Bright. She'll dribble one time, right side to Rogers. Rogers holds above her head, still holding, looking, still holding, looking. Now goes back to the middle of the floor on the left-hand dribble. Throws it in the right corner to Bright. Bright back to Rogers. Rogers down the lane, lost it, left outside to Rose. Roy up, no good, and a foul. And Woodlawn's foul issues continue. That foul is on Cassandra Luking, her 4th, team 9th, and that will send, I'm going to say it's J.C. Roy to the line. As different names are spelled different ways. She missed first.
That was my plan.
Another. J.C. Roy, is that what you were thinking?
That was my plan.
Okay. Ilberry will check in for Woodlawn. I'm sure Luking's going to go out with the 4 fouls. There she goes. 7.5 to go. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We tweet things all the time, as well as we're on Facebook as well, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Like us while you're there. That free throw up by Roy is good. She gets her first point, 69-28. ZRC will settle back into a 1-3-1 defense as they go through the variety of defenses here tonight, as this will be a JV contest at this point, part 2. Where the basketball is Hales. She goes to the right side, had it tipped, stolen away by ZRC. However, it was a travel. Rogers stole it, but couldn't get her feet inbound. Couldn't get a step down. 7:19 to go in the game. Woodlawn trails 69-28. They'll play DuQuoin tomorrow night, opening night of the DuQuoin Lady Indians Tip-Off Classic. Ball tipped, stolen around to the floor, stolen away by Chamness. Chamness lost the other way, though. Tipped away from her, and it'll stay with ZRC. Remember, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Why wait hours in another emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician with 30 minutes upon your arrival. Ball was thrown inbounds. Ball was tipped out of bounds. We'll do it again. They're going to inbound it now from the side. They'll go to the baseline. 7:10 to go in the game, 69-28. In the corner with it is Smith. Smith out top of the key to Bright. Bright a couple of dribbles, throws back into Smith, sold away by Ilberry. Ilberry gets it to Hales. Hales will bring it across the timeline on the dribble. Up the right side, running layup off the bottom of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Chamness. Chamness has a dribble, lost it off the foot of Ilberry, and ZRC will keep the basketball. As we go back and forth, we can tell you in the JV game tonight, ZRC won 36-33. As the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals lost the JV game tonight. JV won't play for a while as the Lady Cardinals will be at DuQuoin. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you might be paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Stolen away by Ballard, and Woodlawn will come the other way. Ballard into the front court. Throws it to Etheridge, right side to Hales on the wing. Inside to Ballard, spin move, lost it out of bounds, and it'll go to ZRC. Now, I'm not saying this to offend anyone, but this goes back to the rule. In the fourth quarter, if a team is down by 25 or more, where the clock ran a few years back, I've been on both sides of it. I am for that rule no matter what at this point.
Oh, definitely.
And we can talk about that more maybe on a Saturday sports show. But with it on the left wing is Chamness. Inside they go to Smith. That ball's stolen away. Etheridge has it from Woodlawn. It's not demeaning anybody or anybody in this particular game, but it's a fact when that rule's in effect, a lot of things were a little different. If they can do it in football,
it's done to protect everybody.
It's done to help everybody. I've had teams on both sides of that situation. It does not matter. That was a rule. That was a good rule for high school sports. Woodlawn struggling with it, throws it away. Chamness with it between the circles. She'll come across the timeline. Stolen, now picked up. Now jump ball's happening. Nope, they let it go. They decided to let it play out. We got bodies everywhere, and ZRC has it. Bright with it. Throws it in the corner to Roy. Roy back to Bright. Bright will throw it, tipped away, stolen by Coleman. Coleman loses it but gets it back. Now tipped out of bounds by Bright, and it'll stay with the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County with locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Harlow will trigger in front of her own bench, throws it into England. England will dribble to the right side against this 1-3-1. Now back to Harlow. Harlow holds, now throws it left side to Ilberry. Her 3 on the way is up and no good off the mark. Tipped around, rebounded by Ballard. It's no good. Coleman fights for it. On the floor to Harlow on the left side. Kirsty to the left baseline. Inside Ilberry. Post move on a block is up and in. Shea Ilberry with 6 points. First points for the Cardinals in the quarter. And it's 69-30 ZRC. Jeremy May goes a little further down his bench. Don't have those names and numbers. Didn't look that far. With the shot, no good by Rogers. Rebounded by England. Allison comes up the left side. England to the left side. Will dribble back out to the free throw lane. Coleman for a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers will come the other way. ZRC has it. 4.5 to go in this one. Really. I'll explain here in a second what I mean by really. With the basketball. Smith has it. Had it tipped back, stolen away by Harlow. Harlow up the right side for the Lady Cardinals. On the dribble, to the block. Shot no good, but a foul. And Harlow will go to the line and shoot 2. Kirsty Harlow, a freshman, going to the line. That foul was on Sammy Bright, her first. Team's 4. 4:20 to go in the game. I do not see a name with a number. First of the year. Thought I'd gotten away from that when I moved from tournament to tournament around this Southern Illinois. Did not get there. So we have an unknown 40. Brianna Doris is in for ZRC. Oh, it's there. Really? I'm saying. Lord. Yeah. That'll happen. Hey, that happens. We run it. It does not matter. The streak continues. That would be 10 years in a row where I have went somewhere where the name was not listed or a number.
20 by now, don't you?
Oh, 20 or 30, actually. Yes. With the basketball on the right side is Doris. Doris throws in the right corner to the unknown player. has it. Number 40, top of the key with it to Bright. Left side, they go to Chamness. Her shot's no good. Ball to the floor. Bodies everywhere. Jump ball coming.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Ilberry, no, they stole it away. Boy, they let that one go for a while. It is Monday night. England down the lane. Bounce pass to the floor. England has it. Throws up a shot. Glass, no good. Rebound, Ilberry. Glass hits the top back support as it bounced off the rim to there. Hit the backboard support, and it'll go to ZRC with 3:49 to go in the game.
You'll have that.
Speaking of having that, come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank where you won't be disappointed. Community First Bank of the Heartland, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. ZRC went inside to Savannah Smith. She was fouled on the play on the turnaround jumper. And Woodlawn is now putting ZRC in a bonus. That's her 10th team foul. That foul is on Ilberry, her second. With 3:40 to go, Woodlawn trails 69-31. First free throw coming from Smith. That's going to be front iron. No good. She'll get another. Little different angle for us tonight. We're not sitting in our usual spot here at Sides Gym.
In the other booth.
Sitting in the other booth, yes. That free throw also missed. Harlow on the rebound. Kirsty up the right side. Freshman dribbles to the rim. She's going to shoot it, and a blocking foul. Chamness actually took a pretty good charge, I thought, but Harlow will go to the line and shoot two. Harlow, a freshman. Lots of experience at the junior high level, playing some big games both in softball and basketball. She is a freshman at the line, shooting two, makes the first. Nice shot. Very deft touch on that free throw, barely through iron. She'll get another one. It's up, no good. As soon as I brag, that's what happens. 69-32, ZRC has it with 3.5 to go in the game. We'll go left side with it to Chamness. Chamness now top of the key to the unknown player. Now they go right side to Doris. Doris with it, top of the key, goes back to Bright. Bright throws it in, stolen away. Ball corrals around, recovered by ZRC, though. Doris gets it to Chamness. Shot good. Chamness has some potential. 71-32, Woodlawn trails. We can tell you with 8.5 to play, SIU leads New Orleans 58-40. And, of course, in the city of New Orleans, that scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you think you're paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call. Scott Owens, like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Shot was missed by Woodlawn. We come the other way. ZRC has it. Top of the key, Sammy Bright to go inside. You know it. Nope, no good. Rebound, Harlow. Harlow comes the other way up the right side. Harlow gets to England. Left block pass. Nice pass by the freshman. England missed the layup. Shot, rebound by Harlow on the weak side is no good. Harlow will go to line and shoot two. There is some potential in Miss Harlow. You can tell that she has a nose for the game. As a freshman, tough to come in and learn that way here at the varsity level. But again, you can see, Chris, that she's got a potential over the next 4 years.
Oh, definitely so, and I think that's going to be a key for the Lady Cardinals as they tend to grow and mature over the course of this season, or be able to rely on a freshman, whether it be off the bench or whether she earns a starting role at some point throughout the year.
She is going to probably roll herself into some more and more minutes at the varsity level as this season goes on. A potential ball handler, defender just like that as she forces a jump ball, almost at a steal. And I think just her overall athletic ability is going to get her a lot of minutes here as this season goes along at the varsity level. Ballard and Coleman are in. Hefner and Luking are out with 2:18 to go. It's 71-33. Woodlawn trailing. They will play tomorrow night at DuQuoin in the Lady Indians Tip-Off Classic at Anders Memorial Gymnasium. As England has it on the left wing. Back out to Coleman. Coleman dribbles to the free throw line. Right side, Catherine with a shot off the glass. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds. 3 Lady Tornadoes there, and nobody could get it at the 2-minute warning with left in this ball game. SIU continues to lead as they move along. Coleman on the inbounds pass. Shot, glass, no good. Ilberry on the rebound. Her no shot, no good. Rebound, Ilberry again, no good. Up and no good. As Michaela Ballard's third time wasn't a charm, but she has earned herself a trip to the free throw line, working hard on the offensive glass. As Ballard will go to line. She had 2 points in the third quarter. Her first shot is up and no good. And as we mentioned, we'll be at Wayne City on Thursday night for Weber Township and Wayne City. We will then make the trek to Sparta. Second free throw, no good. Coleman on the rebound, up and in. Coleman on the follow. She has 9, 71-35. We'll be at Sparta on Friday night as SBW tackles Sparta at 7:30 p.m. in that Bulldog tournament. That's a traditional opener for high school girls. Woodlawn on the steal. Hales to the rim. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Had to be a tip because that would be a travel, because a player can't shoot a ball and get the shot back without it hitting something. However, they said it was a tip. ZRC with it up the right side. Doris in the lane to Smith. Class good. Savannah Smith scores 73-35. 1:15 to go in this game. Hales with it right side to Harlow. Harlow in the right corner to Ballard. Holds above her head. Looks. Now throws it out to Harlow. Harlow with it, left side to Hales. Hales with it, looks, dribbles, splits the double team, throws it to Ballard, right corner. Ballard up the right baseline, shot no good, under a minute to go. CRC comes the other way. Doris up the right side, Coleman chasing, and she fouls her. And Coleman and Doris collide. Coleman was looking for a foul. Coleman fouls, that's her fourth. And Doris is down on that right baseline. And they're going to tell everybody to stay back. Boy, Doris took a shot. The walls here at Woodlawn on the baseline are right up against the free throw lane area, Chris. Not a lot of room to move. It's padded, but, boy, it's not going to matter too much there.
Not a lot of give, obviously, with it being the type of cement block that it is. And when you go into that and have somebody come down on top of you, force it with that force that sends you into the wall, with even greater impact, it's not going to feel very good. She is clutching her back, and we certainly hope that she is okay and going to be okay. Don't want to speculate as to what it may be, but that's tough to absorb that impact.
Stay tuned for the Sesser Auto Body post-game show. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. We'll have the stats and scoring of this one. We'll also pick the Crossroads Committee Hospital player of the game and whatnot, as they're calling a parent down to the floor. As we won't speculate. 49 seconds left in this one. Woodlawn trails 73-35. As I mentioned, we're busy this week. We're going to go to Wayne City on Thursday for the matchup between Weber Township and Wayne City on Thursday night, and then on Friday, Chris and I will travel to Sparta for the Cesarville Lady Devils against the Sparta Lady Bulldogs.
Betcha. Head down to Randy County.
Heading down there. We're there in September. Play a little golf. And then next week, Chris, we get a lot busy.
Oh, it's busy next week. We have the Pyramid Plus tournament. Every game the Mount Vernon Rams are in, of course, we'll have most of the Lady Rams action from Nashville. Of course, that first game against Oakville will be on our sister station, B1047. But other than that, a busy week next week, and the week after that, busy as well. We'll follow the Woodlawn Cardinals to the Oakville post-Thanksgiving tournament. We'll have a Waltonville-West Richland game in there somewhere, I believe, on a Tuesday night from Waltonville. So we're getting ready to see our busiest point of the season, which is the entire season.
Believe that we are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday night at Marion next week.
Yes.
We're Friday morning at Nashville.
Yeah.
And then we're somewhere on that Saturday at Nashville. We still don't know what time yet.
Right.
And
then
next week,
and then somebody else will go to Nashville
right,
for a clock
right.
Rams game that day.
Yep.
And then the following week, the week after Thanksgiving, you and I will head to Oakville a handful of times.
Monday, Oakville. Tuesday, Waltonville. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Oakville.
We'll also have the Mount Vernon Rams and Centralia Orphans that Friday night as well on WMIX FM, which is where we are right now. And that Saturday, for some reason, I think we have clear. I don't know how it happened.
I don't know how it happened either.
There is just none of our teams
I don't know either.
Ever playing that night.
Yeah. Don't have the schedule in front of me. I'm just going off memory. That gets us through
November.
November.
The schedule I gave you only goes to November 30th,
right,
as well.
And then I know that December is bang, bang, bang up until that week.
Probably have some Woodlawn Cardinals action, the SIU Arena, plenty of Mount Vernon Rams action. Feel that we're doing a better job getting the Waltonville Spartans involved this year. Still some SBW games. Wayne City, both boys and girls, Weber Township boys and girls. It's going to be a pretty significant schedule that we have coming your way over the course of the rest of this season.
Well, what we had just been told is they're going to call this game at 73-35 because of the injury. The young lady is still down on the floor to our right. The head referee walked over and told the scores table that this one is over. Obviously, they are going to be calling, I would assume, an ambulance here at this time. We will not speculate any further, but the game will end. The final score will be 73-35. Teams will shake hands, and this one is over. So, with that going on, and with all the things going on here, the teams shake hands. We'll step out for a break. When we come back, we'll discuss our Auto Body post-game show, scoring and stats, as well as we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game here on the showcase here on WMIX.
Reinventing the driving experience is where exceptional is the rule. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Lincoln is putting standards back into luxury without breaking the bank. Save thousands off MSRP on your favorite Lincoln, including $5,400 off a 2012 Lincoln MKZ with available voice action sync, MyKey technology, and even rain-sensing wipers. You can also save $4,750 off of a 2012 MKT and $3,000 off of a new 2013 MKS. How about $6,250 off of a 2012 Lincoln MKX with best-in-class fuel economy and intelligent all-wheel drive? Come see one of our sales reps to save big and drive away in Lincoln Luxury or any Ford models. New or pre-owned at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and visit us online at fordsquare.com or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, MoneyPass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 522 Main Street in Mount Vernon, Illinois today for details on how to get your free checking account. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013 and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Streaming worldwide on mywithersradio.com. This is 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Size Gymnasium at Woodlawn High School. Final score tonight, ZRC defeats Woodlawn 73-35. Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. We bring you the Sesser Auto Body post-game show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Danny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. Here from Woodlawn, there is a hush in the gymnasium. This game was called with about 50 seconds to go because of the fact that a young lady from ZRC was tangled up going in for a layup, and she currently is still down on the floor on the baseline underneath the south basket here at Sides Gymnasium. So they called the game with about 50 seconds to go, with the score being 73-35. That's how this one ended, as they were waiting on emergency personnel to take her from the floor. That's why you hear the hush in the gym and the crowd as the officials are still here. The teams are gone, and some of the ZRC players are coming back out to check on the player. Chris, are you ready with the stats?
Stats are indeed done. Of course, we'll take a look at individual scoring first for the victorious ZRC Lady Tornadoes. Autumn Gunner led the way with a game-high 21, 16 points tonight from Brandy Mifflin, 10 from Maddie Caruso, 8 from Melissa Battaglia, came on strong in the second half. 7 points from Brianna Price, 4 apiece from Brittany Brooks and Michaela Chamness. 2 points from Savannah Smith and 1 point from J.C. Roy give them a total of 73 points. Your individual scores for the Lady Cardinals of Woodlawn, led by Catherine Coleman with 9 points tonight. Shea Olberry had 6 off of the bench, 5 apiece from Kirsty Harlow and Carly Etheridge, as well as Allison England. 3 points from Autumn Urbanski, had a tray in the third quarter. 2 points from Michaela Ballard to give the Lady Cardinals a total of 35 points. Taking a look now at your team stats from the inside in the second half, ZRC shot 50% as they were 14 of 28. That makes it 27 of 63 for the game for 42.8%. 1 of 6 from three-point land. All attempts were in the first half for 16.7%. From the floor, ZRC was 28 of 69 for 40.5%. Taking a look at their free throw percentage, 16 of 28 for the game. They were 50% in the second half after shooting 62.5 in the first, giving them a total of, again, 16 of 28 for 57.1%. Lady Cardinals shooting, of course, they were 9 of 40 from the game, from the inside for 22.5%. 3 of 8 from the outside for 37.5%. And not so typical, 12 of 48 from the floor for Woodlawn for 25%. 50% clip from the charity stripe, 8 of 16 for Lady Cardinals tonight. They did out-rebound ZRC, 38-28. 19 apiece from each side for the Lady Cardinals, 19 offensive boards for ZRC. Turnover disadvantage, and this was a major difference in this ball game, especially in the early going, as Woodlawn had the disadvantage 40-19. ZRC had just 19 turnovers, 11 of those in the second half. 9 of those second half turnovers were in the fourth quarter. And that gives us our final score of the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals falling here in game number 1 tonight on the showcase, 73-35 in a game that was called with 49.2 seconds left due to injury.
Due to that going on, the medical personnel has arrived to take care of the situation here in this gym, and we hope that Brianna Doris is going to be okay. She's the young lady down right now. They will work on her. We'll step out for a break, and when we come back, we're going to pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to the showcase on WMIX.
Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn will get you and your home in the holiday mood with huge savings on all Lazy Boy reclining, FlexSteel, Paula Deen, Sealy bedding, TV consoles, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, painted accent furniture, and more. With free financing store-wide and a sleigh full of holiday trims, linens, Christmas trees, and garlands. Plus, all tarts are only $1 at the General Store. Let your holiday begin and save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
We can't believe you missed last week's Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. To those who tune in on WMIX or MyWithersRadio.com, we enjoyed your company. But if you missed the area scores, in-depth interviews with the region's coaches, or missed out on the WMIX Sports question on Twitter and Facebook, the path to forgiveness is easy. Listen to previous Saturday Sports Show episodes on demand at MyWithersRadio.com. It's that simple. Or next Saturday morning, you could tune in after the 8 o'clock news. Either way, we forgive you. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Side Gymnasium here on the Cesar Auto Body post-game show. The Cesar Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from tonight's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. And Chris, things are here. Emergency personnel getting wrapped up here and getting ready to take Brianna Doris off the floor, and with that going on, we hope the young lady is going to be okay, as this is a long basketball season here to go.
Well, it is, and you certainly hope that she's going to be okay. Obviously, the final of this one and that final score of 73-35 becomes irrelevant at this point, with the game having to be called with 49.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. As you see her go out of here on train of thought, what is that?
Stretcher.
Yeah.
That is the backboard.
Thank you. And obviously that becomes your foremost thought, and you certainly hope that she is going to be okay, because these walls along the baselines are not very forgiving, even with those padding down there. So we hope that she'll be okay. Don't want to speculate as to what it may be. Hopefully these just precautionary measures being taken right now. But it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it is. We hope she's okay. Final score tonight was ZRC 73, Woodlawn 35. Of course, we mentioned the game was called with about 49 seconds to go. We need to step out for one break. When we come back, we'll pick Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. We'll talk about our schedule coming up and do a little wrap-up here as you're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank, with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, equal
When an
housing
emergency
lender.
happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time at a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Gymnasium at Woodlawn. Final score tonight was ZRC 73, Woodlawn 35. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside, and time that part of the show where we got to pick a Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. And Chris, you and I talked about it off air on the break, and we came to an agreement on
Shea Elberry had 6 points off of the bench. Losing effort tonight, though, for the Lady Cardinals, but I saw a tremendous bright spot coming off the bench, getting those 6 points and kind of helping pace that offense there in that particular quarter in which she really had that offensive spark plug. So, for that effort, she is the Crossroads Community Hospital Showcase Player of the Game.
Crossroads Community Hospital, wide wait hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. And tonight's Player of the Game is Shea Elberry with her 6 points. Final thoughts before we get out of here and wrap up?
Yeah, a lot of work probably for the Lady Cardinals, but I think coming in, Danny, they knew that, knowing what they'd have at them tonight. A good team in ZRC, and not only that, just one of those situations where, you have your senior scorer on the bench tonight. She'll be back in action, I would assume, tomorrow night, of course, for the Lady Cardinals as they head to the DuQuoin tournament. So it's kind of up to everybody to start finding their identities, and by the time that we see the Lady Cardinals again here on the Showcase, I think we'll see a much improved basketball team.
Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com WMIX Sports, or on Twitter, at WMIX Sports. There's all kinds of things going on there on both those social media outlets. Our next broadcast will be on Thursday night at Wayne City for Weber Township at Wayne City. We'll be on air about 7:25. For our WMIX Sports team, Avery Barton in the studio. For Chris Hugo, I'm Denny Czerwinski. Final score tonight was ZRC 73, Woodlawn 35. Thanks for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.